Hi, my name is Brian. I will be arguing for the negative. I will be persuading this with three main claims: that homeschooling provides a better nurturing environment, it gives an in-depth, tailored learning experience, and it gives you better preparation for college. Back to my first claim, is it provides a better nurturing environment. Being homeschooled, you are sheltered from all the negatives of public school. I'm pretty sure most of us have been scarred from one thing or another from public school. But there's a lot of negative things about being in public school. There's lots of bad influences, there's lots of bullying, and there's lots of negative side effects of being in a peer social environment. One of them, according to the National Drug Institute on Drug Abuse in 2013, 26% of 12th graders reported getting drunk in the past month. Being in a public school, you have lots of connections, so that's probably how they got hold of the alcohol. I'm not saying that parents couldn't supply them, but being in a sheltered environment while being homeschooled, it's harder to get access to alcohol. And people think, oh, alcohol's not bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure none of us have been like an underage drinker here, but talking about something more important is drug abuse. The same study found that 20.6% of students have used illicit drugs in the past month. That's 1 in 5. And that's not talking about marijuana, that's talking about methamphetamines, cocaine, hallucinogens, things like that. That's quite a bit. And the reason I feel that many students are more inclined to do that would be they're in a peer environment. The bad influences have persuaded them to do that. In being homeschooled, you don't have the connections to get to those drugs, and you are not inclined to take them because you don't know too many people that do take them. Another thing is bullying. Bullying is a very large problem, especially in the U.S. According to the CDC, it is the third largest cause of death, being 4,400 per year, which is quite a bit. While you're homeschooled, no one's there to bully you. There's really nobody to pick on you. There's nobody to give you emotional, physical damage. So there's a plus side. And also, according to the Anti-Bullying Alliance, it also affects your scoring skills. This study was conducted in 2012, and it found that 27.3% of boys and 53% of girls hide their talents in fear of being bullied. Now, this impedes a person tremendously, especially if they're trying to go to college or pursuing a career past high school. This is a major problem because they are underperforming themselves and pretty much selling themselves short. However, in a homeschool environment, you don't do that. You are not inclined to hide or hinder yourself because you're not scared for yourself. Second claim, that it gives an in-depth, tailored learning experience. This can be seen a lot with children with learning disabilities. According to the National Center of Education Statistics, 13.8% of public students in the public school system have disabilities. However, it takes them 1 to 2.3 years longer to graduate than an average student. Now, this can be seen because of multiple reasons. It can be seen because of less one-on-one time. It can be seen because it's an individual person on a learning basis. But students with homeschooled, however, for the same amount, this was conducted by the Education Statistics again. It was students who are homeschooled and have learning disabilities were 23.6% more likely to attend college. Now, that's not including the time. They graduated on time and were more likely to attend college. That's a big thing. Another reason is that they could be learning better. Now, according to the California Department of Education, the average class size in California is 29.7 students. That's a lot of people. Given that the instructor has 6 hours to teach each student, that's roughly 12 minutes per student of individual learning, which is very, very little. On homeschooling, you get the possible max hours of 6, maybe even less if you're doing homework. But it's still at least 3 to 4 times more than the public school system. Also, another reason is that problems in standardized testing in a class curriculum, each thing is given the time limit to do. Certain students learn at different paces, and certain problem areas are overlooked or glossed over because they need to fit every single guideline. According to the Homeschools Association, it stated that students that were homeschooled placed in the 79th percentile for language and math. That's humongous compared to the 50% national average. Also, conducted by the same study, nearly 80% of homeschooled children achieved in the top quarter percentile on standardized testing, which is another big thing in that it gives a single individual learning experience, and each problem area is not overlooked and not seen as you only have 12 minutes or we only have a week to cover this topic. Third premise is that it gives a better preparation for college. This can be stated in high SAT scores or ACT scores, and also finishing material on time, or ahead of time. Now, according to the Center for Public Education, the average ACT score in America is 21.1%. However, for a homeschool student, it is 24.2%. That's a massive jump. That's 3 points. I don't know, have you guys taken the ACT? Yeah. So you know 3 points is a lot in the ACT score. So it's pretty large. It definitely helps the student, if you have a higher ACT score, to get into a college, a better college. Also, in a study conducted by the National Association of Homeschooling Students, it found that students who are in college that were homeschooled graduated at 67.6%. However, students who came from public schooling backgrounds graduated with 55.6%. That is a large difference. It's over 10%, which is pretty big. And this is just for bachelor's, this is not for postgraduate school. Also, in finishing material and continuing education, if in the study called 15 Years Later, they found that homeschoolers are 11% more likely to have bachelors than the average population of that size, which also adds to the sounding that homeschooling is overall a better learning experience. In conclusion, I feel that homeschooling is much better than public education. Thank you.